Coach, you. Yes, you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here again. I'm so happy to be able to share more thoughts, insights, discoveries, and wisdom that I get from working with coaches just like you. I'm telling you, there's nothing more rewarding for me because not only do I love working with coaches, but it's also every time a coach like you brings up something, it's firing, it's sparking things. It's like, ooh, I love this, and such a great way not only for me to express myself because I engage in a certain way, but it's also I get to receive the best of those that I work with. And that's where the magic really happens. And I get insights that I then go, oh, I got a few minutes. I need to put another video down and send it off to those other coaches. And today I wanted to talk to you about self-expression. Self-expression. And this is a topic that I know is really common in the self-development world, in the professional development world, in the development world. Not just in coaches, but there's tons of programs and courses and classes and workshops and webinars and retreats that are all devoted to self-expression. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's take a close look at this. Self-expression. What does that mean? Self-expression. I'm expressing myself. It's, it, isn't that every moment of your life? I mean, granted, there are certain things that we're not proud to be expressing. You know, I get into my cranky modes. I get into my bad side. I get frustrated and angry and selfish and whatever it is. I'm still expressing myself. Even when I'm shutting down and confining and all of that and restricting, there's something coming out. I'm still expressing. I mean, it just happens. Even when you implode and you pull everything in, you're still expressing. Something is still coming out and being read and revealed to others. That's also when things are wonderful, when things are exciting, when things are great, when you're expressing all the good things. The point is you're expressing yourself constantly in everything you do, right? Yes, of course. So the reason why I hammer on this is because the term self-expression, it's one of those terms that's been just thrown about so much that we've lost the meaning of what it is we're talking about. Oh yes, self-expression. I help people with their self-expression. Like that's a good thing. It is what you're doing, but self-expression is expressing yourself all the time. It's something we do all the time. So let's take a look at what it is about self-expression that we're actually doing in the coaching. What about self? Just helping somebody to express themselves? Boring. I mean, nobody needs help expressing themselves, right? They're expressing themselves just fine. They're expressing their good stuff. They're expressing their bad stuff. They're expressing. They don't need help expressing. What they need help with is what they're expressing. What parts of them are they actually engaging with and bringing out? It's the who inside, their qualities, their characteristics, the expression that's happening automatically and habitually or tied in with fear or something else, the expression that is destructive, causing problems and pain, certainly not contributing to their own life and their own well-being. They're still expressing. They're just expressing parts that are not conducive to the life they want to have and bring into the world. So what we're actually doing is we're not helping them with self-expression. We're helping them with what they are expressing, the parts of them. Now I know this is all kind of boring stuff for the average person. This is not going to sell and engage them in, but I'm pointing this out to you to start being more intentional with that language, because then you can bring in some more meaning when you talk to people about their self-expression. It's not just self-expression, it's about connecting to the best of them, or their most powerful, or their most confident, or their most beautiful and delicious and engaging selves, and expressing that, getting that out into the world. So it may sound like I'm dealing with semantics, but I can tell you the word self-expression is starting to really lose its impact. It's being thrown about so much in the development world, as I said, that it's just become almost a cliche. Self-expression. Got it, self-expression. And so the meaning doesn't hit. Go to the deeper meaning. And by the way, when you're talking about self-expression, when you're sharing about self-expression, you better be really intentional and clear and focused on what part of you is sharing that self-expression, right? Because if you're like expressing other parts of yourself that are not engaging and exciting and wonderful and attractive and delicious and magnetic, and you're talking about self-expression, why do I care? All of that is just intellectual mumbo jumbo. Blah. But if you are expressing yourself powerfully, brilliantly, deliciously, while you are conveying about self-expression, well, that's very different. It's so very different. And it's not that it's going to be magical for everybody, but I mean, look at this video. Look at this video. I'm probably not the only person to talk about self-expression. Maybe I'm the only person to talk about it in this way. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never heard anybody else talk about self-expression and kind of, you know, myth bust or whatever, debunk. Um, but notice what it's not just the words. It's how I'm expressing myself and sharing this with you. My own wisdom, my own curiosity, my own passion for this work, my own commitment to you, my own joy, my own kind of oddball, quirky zaniness and playfulness and delight, and just how I'm expressing myself on this video while we're talking. I'm talking, you're listening, I hope, about self-expression. It's not just expressing yourself. It's being intentional. It's being purposeful. It's really choosing and knowing what part of you is being expressed. When you do that, everything else becomes so much easier. That's also the stuff I like putting out and I like in me. I like that. And so I want to put more of that into the world. And if you like it too, keep coming back for more. And if you don't, that's okay. Go find it somewhere else. Go find what you're looking for. Somebody else is expressing what you're looking for. So this goes to a deeper level. By the way, those that just left, they're going to miss this. You stuck around. Thank you. Because that is part of what's engaging. If you're looking at marketing and getting clients, the best way to get is to give, right? The best way to get is to give. And the best way to give is to put yourself out there, to reveal yourself. These qualities, these wonderful, majestic, incredible, delicious parts of you. Reveal you. Not just the words and not just the intellectual stuff and all the facts and all the figures. I mean, that's great and all. But if you're truly expressing that magnificent you, that part of yourself, that's what others are attracted to. That's what others are hungry for. That's what people love and want more of. So express yourself. Not just how you express yourself on your day-to-day. Express this beautiful part of you. Get it out into the world. It's not about keeping it in as a big secret. It's about expressing, putting it out, getting it out. And get it out as big and as wide and as far as you can, and keep putting these beautifulnesses of you out there. That is what is so beautiful, and that is what will then have it coming back. Help your clients with the same. Help them put their most delicious, best, beautiful, powerful, solid, incredible, magnetic, magical selves out into the world. Have them be intentional and purposeful about how they express themselves. And that is what we do in coaching. That is what we do in coaching. At least that's what we get to do. And that's when real exciting things get to happen. Okay. Hope this is good. Hope this is getting things stimulated and working in you, bubbling and percolating and all that stuff. Keep coming back for more. Oh, there's so much more. And I will see you on the next one. Until then, I wish you an incredibly, deliciously, beautifully expressed coaching. Bye.